The plans of many people will be changed or threatened by the events of this night. Events occurring in a large old house by the ocean, and in the mind of a strange young woman subjected to the spell of a mysterious man. Placed in a hypnotic trance by the flame, her eyes have looked away through a great void and into the past, seeking the true identity there of a man she has just met in the present. What she learns from this fleeting look through the flame, at a moment in the 18th century, may have tragic results at Collinwood.
I was right. Jeff Clark really is Peter Bradford, and I love him. I love him.
Eve, I want you to tell me exactly what you saw.
It makes no difference. I was right, and I found him again.
You're forgetting about Adam.
Oh, I don't care about Adam. I belong to Peter Bradford. I'm going to be with him, and you can't stop me.
Before you make the mistake of leaving the room, there is something you should consider.
What?
You could still be wrong about Jeff Clark.
You know I'm not wrong. You put me in the trance to find out, and I found out.
Yes, but what you experienced took place in your mind. Perhaps you imagined it as you wanted to imagine it.
I saw Peter Bradford. He and Jeff Clark are one and the same. But the memory of him wasn't the only thing that came back to me.
What else did you recall?
I loved Peter enough to kill for him.
Kill for him? Philippe Cordier.
How do you know?
You're forgetting that I know everything about your past. You are the one who was in the dark.
Who was Philippe Cordier?
Your lover. The two of you came to this country from France after the French Revolution. You met and fell in love with Peter here. Philippe tried to keep you away from him, so one night you stuck a knife in his back. You weren't a very nice person in your other life.
Now I understand why I have the urge to kill Adam.
An urge that will never be fulfilled.
You can never force me to love Adam.
I have never told you that you have to love Adam, only that you must pretend.
I can't pretend.
You can, and you will. For someone who is fundamentally evil as you are, it should be easy.
If I hadn't found Peter again, it might be. But now that I've found him,
You're going to forget him.
How are you going to stop me?
I have my ways.
I don't believe your threats, Nicholas. If you were going to punish me, you would have done it before now.
Eve, where are you going? Nicholas, what's the matter with her? Why did she go out?
I don't know.
You don't?
She said she had a headache. She probably went outside for some air.
Well, I better follow her.
No, stay here. She will be all right.
How can you say that? Nicholas, she's been acting like this all evening. All night. First at Collinswood, then here.
Just do as I say and leave her alone. She will be herself in the morning.
I think I know what's wrong with her. It's this place.
Adam, it has nothing to do with this place.
Yes, it does, Nicholas. She told me how miserable she was here. And, Nicholas, the longer she stays here, the more miserable she's going to be.
Adam, would you please go upstairs and leave me alone?
No.
I want to think.
No! Nicholas, you said we'd be going away from here and going someplace.
We shall, after we get certain things done.
I don't want to wait any longer.
Well, you have to wait. Now, you can't leave here looking the way you do.
I don't care about my face anymore. All I care about is Eve being happy, that's all.
Well, she will be all right. I will see to that.
How are you going to make her happy here?
Adam, have I ever let you down?
That isn't what I asked you.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to make her happy, but I will think of something.
It's too late for that, Nicholas. I want to leave here now.
Adam, you do not make the decisions around here. I do.
You talk as if we belong to you. We don't.
I'm sorry, Adam. I didn't mean it that way. I have a great many things on my mind this evening. Troubling things.
Have you changed your mind about going with us?
No, of course not.
Well, then why don't we leave? What's keeping us here? There's nothing, is there?
No.
Well?
All right, Adam. We will go. But only after I have done one more thing.
What?
When we leave, it will not be the three of us. It will be the four of us.
Is Angelique coming with us?
No, not Angelique.
Then who?
Maggie Evans.
Maggie? Why? Nicholas, are you in love with Maggie Evans?
I want her with me. Let's just say that. And as soon as I have convinced her to come with us, we will leave.
Good. Then I'll tell Eve when she comes back. She'll be very happy about that.
Aren't you going to ask me to come in?
What are you doing here?
I obviously came to see you.
How did you find me?
Wasn't difficult. You gave me the name you're using.
We'll go back wherever you came.
No. You and I have much to talk about. I know things now that I didn't know when I saw you earlier.
Look, I don't want you here, do you understand?
But I proved I was right about you. Don't you want me to tell you about it?
Look, I know who I am.
Well, you don't act like a man who knows who he is.
If I knew who you were, I'd have you committed.
You can go on denying it, but I know the truth, Peter.
Stop calling me Peter. I'm Jeff Clark. Do you understand? Peter Bradford died 200 years ago.
Then you do know about Peter Bradford. The name isn't new to you.
I've heard the name, that's all.
Where did you hear it?
What difference does it make?
It might make a lot of difference.
Look, forget it. Just forget it.
You really don't remember anything, do you?
Look, how does someone get through to you? You just don't listen, do you?
You're afraid I may be telling the truth. For some reason, you're afraid to remember the way it was.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you or anything you have to say.
Then why aren't you willing to listen?
Look, most of what you have to say is wrong.
You haven't heard it all yet.
I've heard enough.
You are being just as unreasonable now as you were then.
Listen to me. If I let you say what you have to say, will you go away and leave me alone?
No. Now that we're together again, I could never leave you.
We are not together, do you understand? I've never seen you before in my life. And I never want to see you again now. Is that clear, or do I have to put it in writing?
I saw you with a woman tonight at Collinwood. Who is she?
It's none of your business.
I want to know who she is. Do you want me to find out from her?
Are you threatening me?
It would be no trouble for me to go to Collingwood and see her.
You leave Vicky alone, do you understand? You leave her alone.
What is she to you?
We're going to be married. Just as soon as possible.
I see. Then, I don't have very much time, do I?
What for?
To find a way to convince you that there was a time when you held me in your arms and told me you loved me. There was a time when we were going to be married.
I just can't believe it. I really can't believe it.
We'll be together again someday soon, Peter.
I am in love with Victoria Winters, and I am going to marry her. And I am not who you say I am, because this man died a long time ago. And it is not possible for people to come back from the dead. We both understand that. Now, good night.
Yes, Peter, it is possible.
You're crazy.
We've both lived before. I was brought back from the dead to live a new life, and so were you. I look different from the way I looked in my old life. But you look exactly the same as you did almost 200 years ago.
Get out. Get out of here!
I'll find a way to make you remember, though. All it will take is a little time. And that marriage you were talking about, I wouldn't count on it ever taking place.
Nicholas!
Hello, Maggie. May I come in?
Well, certainly. I thought you had to work tonight.
Well, yes, I did, but I found I couldn't concentrate.
What's the matter?
You,
Me?
Maggie, I am going to have to put all other matters aside until I can get something settled with you.
Well, what's that?
I'm afraid that I am really not very good at this sort of thing.
Nicholas, how long are you going to keep me in suspense?
Very well. Maggie, will you marry me?
Marry you?
I know this is rather sudden,
It certainly is.
but there is a very good reason. Very soon, I may have to leave Collinsport permanently. And if I do, I want to take you with me. Now, if you don't really know how you feel about me yet, if you need time to think...
It's not a question of time. I already know how I feel about you. I have to say no. I can't marry you, Nicholas. I'm sorry.
Well, needless to say, I was hoping your answer would be different. Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
Yes, there is. You have a right to know why I refused you.
Oh, no, Maggie, you're not under any obligation to me.
I want to tell you. You've been very good to me these past few months, Nicholas. If the circumstances were different, I probably would have said yes.
Well, what circumstances?
Well, if I didn't feel the way I do right now, if I weren't so worried about Joe.
Well, your feelings are perfectly understandable, but I thought you had decided that it would be better if you forgot about Joe.
Yes, I know. But after what happened last night,
What was that?
he tried to kill himself.
believe that.
Well, after I heard that, I couldn't ignore it. I had to go and see him.
Yes. Yes, of course. Where did you go to see him? The hospital?
No, he was with Barnabas at the old house.
Barnabas.
Barnabas found him in the woods and brought him to Dr. Hoffman.
Do you have any idea why Joe did it?
Well, I finally found out that there was another girl. He kept talking about her the whole time I was with him.
Did he tell you her name?
No. But I intend to find it out.
Oh, Maggie, why? Now, what possible good can it do you?
Nicholas, please understand. I know it's all over between us. But as long as Joe goes on being troubled, I guess I'm going to go on being concerned.
Eve? Where did you go?
For a walk.
You were gone so long.
I go where I please, when I please. If we're to get along at all, you'd better remember that.
Eve. We're going to be leaving here.
Leaving?
Yes, I told Nicholas how unhappy you were. He promised to take us away.
When?
A few days. Well, aren't you happy about that?
Yes. I'm delighted. Good night, Adam.
Good night. Nicholas, how soon will it be?
How soon will what be?
When we're leaving here, that's what you want to find out, isn't it?
Yes.
Well,
Adam, it's going to take a little longer than I thought.
why? You told me it would only take a few days.
Adam, I cannot force Maggie to leave with us. She has to do it willingly.
And she doesn't want to?
Not yet.
And what if she doesn't change her mind? What are you going to do then, Nicholas?
After I attend to a certain matter, I'm sure she will change her mind. You'd better go to the other room. I have a visitor.
Who is it?
Harry Johnson.
What's he doing here at this hour?
I sent for him. He is going to do an errand for me. Adam, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Good night.
Nicholas, I want your final decision tomorrow.
You made good time, Harry. I appreciate that.
What do you want with me?
I have a job for you.
What sort of job?
Do you have any idea what this is?
Looks like water.
It's poison.
Poison? What are you telling me for?
You're going to give it to someone.
Oh, you must be crazy.
You know me better than that, Harry.
I can't do something like that. If I ever got
Harry.
caught,
Do I have to discipline you?
No.
I want you to listen to me and listen very carefully. Take this. Go to the old house. And by the time you get there, Barnabas will be asleep.
You want me to use this on Barnabas?
No. When you get there, you are to find out which room Joe Haskell is in. Now, there will be a medicine tray. by his bed. You are to empty that into the medicine. And by tomorrow morning, Joe Haskell will be dead.